So today Ryan went back to work after he had his 5 teeth pulled on Friday. Um, 4 of them were impacted wisdom teeth, and I guess like the 2 bottom ones were like completely sideways. And turns out the X-rays that the dental office sent over to the surgeon were old X-rays, so I don't know if they weren't exactly in the position or the location of where the X-rays said they were, but they had to dig a little deeper and harder than they intended. And so he is still very, 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 very sore. I guess bottom jaw is, and it's like actually the jawbone, but I guess it's because I don't know. Maybe I'm not a doctor. Maybe it's because the teeth had kind of formed to his jawbone. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Did they overextend his jaw? I'm not sure what the case is, but it's just on the bottom where it really hurts. And he's still pretty much eating just soft foods, so it's been pretty lively around here. Although, taking some time to try and take care of somebody else has been, I'd like to say, good for me. I don't know if it's good for him because there's that aspect of me that loves to be able to take care of people, and distractions are good when you're going through something like what I'm experiencing right now. But the distractions, they don't make what I'm going through go away. And I feel bad because, there's been times where, he's in a lot of pain, and all of a sudden I'm just like, out of nowhere, super bitch again. And it's like, I have to explain to him that, I know you're in a lot of pain, but I'm sorry, I just can't. Just because you're in a lot of pain doesn't mean what I'm going through stops. I'm trying my hardest to take care of you, and I want to. But it's like, what do I do? What do I do? Take another Klonopin. Take another Klonopin. I swear that stuff doesn't work anymore. It's like, we get to a point where we get at each other's throats, basically, because I'm just, we're people who snap at each other. We don't really fight. We've never had a serious fight ever. Really. But, we both definitely have like attitude, anger, sarcastic response type things that we struggle with. And that's, I think, our biggest struggle that we have in our relationship. But sometimes I feel like maybe he really does need a break from me, and it's like we have a heated discussion about, for like the past 4 years, we go to bed at the same time. Like, we don't, not meaning that like same time, oh, 9 o'clock we have to be in bed. Like, we lay down together. We're not necessarily going to sleep, but we're in bed, we're relaxing together, we're watching TV together, we're spending time together. That's our time together. That's the only time we get together, because we both work all day. And the other night he was like, well, what would you say if I went and played my game? And he made the remark, when he says my game, he's one of those World of Warcraft people. I think it's a pretty stupid game, and it causes a lot of relationship issues. I'm sure that a lot of people can agree with that. But you have to have priorities in life. And if World of Warcraft is above your significant other, then you've got a big problem. And that will never be an issue in my relationship, and I won't let it be that way. And I don't think Ryan necessarily will either, but going back to, I think maybe he needs some time away from me because I'm just like out of control sometimes, you know? I said, well, what if I went and stayed with my mom for a couple days? Would that make you feel better? Would you would get some time to play your game or do whatever you wanted to do, and staying with my mom would make me feel any better. I hate going to my mom's house. I hate the atmosphere over there. That's why I would never, ever, 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 unless something medically emergency came up, ever stay there for an extended period of time because it's just so stressful there. My mom and Don, they're they're funny people. They're both alcoholics, and Don bitches nonstop and has the emotional intelligence of an infant, and sometimes I don't understand why she doesn't stand up for herself a little more. It's not like necessarily that he's abusive or anything like that, but I wish that he were there for her, like a little more caring when it came to her needs, emotionally. And just the fighting and the bickering. I mean, there's been times when I go there, even when I lived in Columbus, when I would go there to visit, I would just get so sick. It would be 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, and they're just bickering back and forth in the middle of dinner, and I just get up and grab my bag and I leave, and I make a 3-hour drive home because I'm just sick of listening to them. So I don't exactly know how to remedy this situation either. Definitely need Ryan to be here for me. He needs me to be there for him. We both want to be there for each other. There's no doubt in either of our minds about that. But how to do that without somebody, you know, coming across with a remark, well, I'm sorry I was trying to help you, or I'm sorry I went out of my way to do this, or don't let that ruin your day, or, just little cocky remarks like that. That's things that we do. We should I want to just cut out all the bullshit. I'm tired. I'm just so tired. I want to be back to being happy. I'm gonna be back to normal. Whatever normal was for us. So I really didn't. I don't do this while he's at home because he still doesn't know. As far as I know, that I've been doing this. Well, nobody does. I think that there's only maybe 3 people that have actually been given the link to this. Because, number one, this is embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. How am I so lucky to be in a situation like this? And I received a letter in the mail today from Sally Mae. Not sure if you can, there you go, see all of this information here. Let me just kind of go over that with you. And this is just one of several lenders that I borrowed through for my student loans. And I believe that these are all my private ones that I have through Sally Mae. And it looks like they have them broken down into 6 different payment schedules. They expect me on the first one to make 119 payments, and these are per month payments. 119 per month payments. I could puke reading this. Of $1,498.44. The start date of that one is 1/22 of 2013. That's almost everything that I bring in my paycheck in a month. And I'm out of forbearance time. But that's not the only one. Oh, I'm lucky. I'm lucky on this one. I only have 1 payment due on this one. And I think that this one might be the final payment on that first one where there's 119 payments due. But they only want $1,497.81 on that one. But I'm lucky. I am really, really, really lucky. Because that one is not due until 12/22 of 2022. I'm no genius when it comes to math by any means. But I am thinking that that might be 119 months after the first payment of $1,498.44. Just a guess there, though. Third, they want me to make 59 payments of $1,402.72. Fourth, they want me to make 1 payment of $1,403.87. Fifth, they want me to make 58 payments of $503.02. Hey, we're almost cutting that, down by 2/3 there. And then they want me to make one payment of $507.32. The total amount that I borrowed from them, according to this, $135,833.25. The total amount to be repaid with all of the interest, $293,659. First set of loans right now, and these are all at variable interest rates, is at 9.25%. The next three are at 9.75%. The last two were at 8.25%. I've had my interest rate on two of these loans go up to 29.99% interest at one point. Luckily, I'm not there at this point, but I'm only assuming that some sort of government thing happened where they had to lower the interest rate or something. I don't know. But that's my latest news for today. And I'm out of forbearance time on all of those loans. So when I get the next bill in January and they say, Christina, send us a bill for X amount of thousands of dollars, and I call them and I say, I have no money to send you, what do I do then? I don't even think if I sold everything that I owned, I could repay even a portion of what they're expecting me to repay. My renter's insurance is only for $25,000. That tells you how much stuff I have and how much value I have on the things that I own. I feel so incapable in every aspect of my life. My husband says, don't worry, we'll get through this. We'll get through this. We always get through this. We'll get through this. We'll find a way. We'll get through this. I asked him the other day. All those times that I said, I need for you to pray really, really hard right now. Whatever the situation was. I said, I need for you to pray. I asked him, I said, did you pray? He told me no. I pray every day. I pray all day long. I pray right now. I pray for my husband. I pray that he will see God in me. Can't help but keep thinking about. And the Bible says that something about not being equally yoked. I've never questioned anything or pressured anything onto him. But I have been an influence in his life. Maybe this is what God wanted to use me for. Maybe my purpose in life is to bring Ryan to God. Because my life is not about me. It's about God. And God willing, I'll get through everything I'm going through. There's nobody else in the world that can help me. Nobody else that's even tried. Nobody who listens. Nobody who understands. No one with compassion. And I can't blame anybody for that. Because if you haven't been through this, there's just no way for you to know. There's nothing you can do. Just have to deal with this on my own.